Okay, still solving the triangles using sin rule and cos rule, because the question is to find an angle. So immediately, if you want to find an angle on a side, you've got two new tools. The sin rule, the cos rule, there's no tan rule. Sin rule, cos rule. Depending on what's given, you can apply one of the two. Now, in this particular triangle, you cannot work in triangle SRQ because you've only got two sides, and that's it. Not enough information. So then we thought, look at the top triangle, there's at least two angles and a side. There's three pieces of information, although it can't really work for me at the moment, unless I go and find angle P, which was
139.
139, with the sum of the angles of a triangle. Now guys, exam-wise, that's fine. They will look at your triangles as well, and things that you write there could also be worth marks, but it's risky because they could miss it. Marking, they could miss it. So you've got to first tell me that angle P was 139. You don't have to say that angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. You don't have to because it's not geometry. Then we are going to go and find QS using our sin rule. And the sin rule, whichever you are going to write it, I don't care. It's just to show me I'm going to use the sin rule. You are going to find the side QS. So are we going to call it little s, a, b, c, whatever alphabet letter? Rather, just call it QS. Because now in this particular case, it could have been small p in the top triangle. It could have been small r in the bottom one, and you're going to confuse yourself. Rather to call it by its name QS. So the side QS over the sin of 139. Then the other side that I do have is 100 over sin of 50. So the QS will be equal to 253, 488. Why are you talking? So but now in the bottom triangle, I now have enough information. In the bottom triangle, I now have three sides. Once I did this piece that they never asked me for, I had to realize I had to go and do it. So once I've got three sides, I can work out that angle. How? Cos rule, and the cos rule says?
A squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2ac cos angle.
Okay, now guys, some teachers like to teach their kids to write it in the form, sin or cos or whatever of A. And then they teach them how to go and do that by saying, so just to show you that there is a formula. But why would I want to teach you that? So you can just go for this one and immediately punch it in, and then you can relay it to get your cos alone. So you can use the formulas, it's fine, as long as you don't do it incorrectly. Alright, so there is such a formula. If you actually go, take the whole thing to the left hand side, take the a squared to this side, divide then by the minus 2b, you're going to get to your positive answer of this. Okay. Please don't teach yourself or give yourself more learning work to go and do, and then you don't remember the stuff. So if I'm looking for cos of, what's the angle? Are you with me? Then theta's got to be opposite to the 253,4, which immediately implies whatever wrong you did there, I've got to carry on with the continuous assessment, CA there. Whatever that answer was, squared. Now remember, we did round it off, and you must round it off. You can't keep on going and going and going and never round off. So you round it there, but you don't round off in the middle of the sum, only at the final answer. And now again, only at the final answer. So the other two sides that I had was 243,5, long sum, and 102, and then I've got two little space there. So we've got 243,5 and 102, and 243,5 and 102, and the cos of theta. Alright, to get to cos theta now, be careful. How did I teach you to do it? You say this whole thing squared, minus that whole thing squared, minus that whole thing. I've missed the square, is equal to?
Negative 5,444, comma 13.
What if there is a what?
Yes.
And this was?
Negative 49674.
674. Okay, exactly. And cos theta. Is that worth a mark?
Yes.
No, it's just a tool to help you not make mistakes. So I actually went and calculated that answer and minus it on the other side and calculated the answer. It's not worth a mark. Then to get to cos alone, whether you take it to that side or that side doesn't matter. Your answer would have been positive. 1, 0, blah, blah, blah. And so then my theta will be a acute angle. Think about it.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy. Cos is positive in the first and fourth quadrant, not with what we're busy with. So therefore, theta is equal to 8.3. And now the sum is finished. How many marks for exam? This would be 3 or 4 marks. This would be 4 marks. So the whole thing could have been like 7 marks for solving a triangle. Now, did I solve everything? So I can still go and work out that angle by using, hopefully, sin rule. But I could use it with the 3 sides. Please don't choose the worst way for yourself. And once I got any which one of the 2, I can get the other one with some of the angles of a triangle. Please don't solve everything if it's not necessary. Just what you need. Okay. Okay, next piece is when I ask you for the area. So you will not want to wonder when to use the area rule. You're not going to use the area rule unless I ask you to work out the area. So you don't touch the area rule unless I ask you for the area. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you know about the area of a triangle? Which formula do you have? Which tool do you have?
Half
Half base times perpendicular height. Will that work for this sum? Why not? Because you don't have a perpendicular height. So depending on what you have, you can use stuff or you can't. So in a triangle, if you have perpendicular height, you can still and always use half base times perpendicular height. If it's a right angled triangle, then it's nice because the 2 right angled sides can be on the base and on the perpendicular height. But if there's no perpendicular height, then you're stuck and you need a new tool. The new tool is, and we're going to get to the proofs next week, will be that the area of a triangle will be, the half should kind of like feel familiar, half base times perpendicular height, but it's going to be half A, B, sin, C. What does that mean? Check it out. What's A? A is the side of the D. And B is that side there across of the B. And then you still need the, what do you need? 2 sides? And which angle? The included angle. That's very important. That's why I keep asking. 2 sides and an angle. 2 sides and a very specific angle. It must be the angle in between. So guys, this is a wishy-washy extra thing that I'm teaching you here. Once you have the formula, you just have to know it's got to always be 2 sides and the included angle. Whether it's A, B, C or D, E, F or whatever, it doesn't matter. If I want to work out the area, I'll still say half A, B, C, and C. Just like with the sin rule and the cos rule. Although there's not even an A, B, C there. What does it mean? I have 2 sides and the included angle. Once that is the case, you just substitute the 2 sides and the included angle. Now, what's this DM story here? I just put it in because it's interesting. What does DM mean? Decimeters, which we never use. So I just put it in for, okay. So if it's 8 decimeters and 21 decimeters, do we ever put the meters and centimeters and stuff inside of our formulas?
No.
In Mathlit you do, and you have to, and you get marks lost if you you don't. But in maths, it actually just confuses you, all right? Because the sums are very difficult. So you just leave it away. Just at the end, your answer will be for area, decimeter, square. Square decimeters or square meters or square whatever. Square units. Are you with me? But the two sides were 8 and 21, and the angle was 68.
8.
And then you take your calculator, punch it in, and boom, here you are. Answer?
77.88.
Can we agree on that?
Yes,
How many marks?
3.
2, 3. Formula, substitute, answer. That's it. But you couldn't have done it 4 minutes ago because you didn't know the formula yet. Now that you know it, you can always do the area. But now remember, you've got 2 formulas now. Half base times perpendicular height, you can still use if possible. And if not possible, this is now the new formula. Right.
This one.
Okay, there's always going to be little snags in between because now I ask you to work out the area of this triangle, can you?
No.
What do you need?
And it's an angle.
So I don't have an included angle, so ma'am, there's a mistake in the sum.
No, it's not anything.
Use the sine rule, the cos rule, some sort of thing to get 2 sides in the included angle. I need 2 sides in the included angle, but I don't have. So hopefully maybe I can find that angle there. Then I'm done. Or if I can find this side, then I can use these 2 sides in the angle. But what have I got to use? Sin rule. With the sin rule, I've got this pair and this half pair, so I'm going to be able to work out P with the sin rule. So again, for the angles, sin rule, put the angle at the top, so it's going to be sin of P. Are you with me with these naming of the stuff? Don't go according to ABC, go according to the knowledge. If it's this angle, then it's across from 3.6. You don't have to say P over RQ first. Just substitute when you get into the essence of it. And then the angle that you got was 100 over 5,1. So we're going to get to sine P is equal to
0.6951.
okay? And then if I get to P, maybe ambiguous, just here and there I want to throw it in. Maybe ambiguous. Would I then have not said something? I would have. In any case, I've already got 100 degrees here, so how can I have another one that's obtuse? Are you with me? Don't focus on it, although man wants to throw it in everywhere, just now and then, so that you can still remember it. So the angle is?
44,034.
So if that's my answer for P, then I can do the area.
You can put
Not yet. I have to first
do it
do the 180 degrees to get to Q. So I had to first get P because that's all I could get. Then I'm finding Q, which gives me
35,96.
I don't show how I added them, how I subtracted them. I just give the answer. And then with that, I can now do the cos rule, sin rule. What am I doing? Finding the
area.
And the area of a triangle was always half base times height. Doesn't work here. It's got to be. And you note that it's sin. It's not sometimes going to be tan, sometimes going to be cos. So the sin rule has got sin. The cos rule has got cos. The area rule has got sin inside of it. It's actually because when you deduct the formula, the sin rule and the area rule are kind of like the same proof. I'll show you next week. That's why it's sin. So then if I substitute, I need to know again that you know area means 2 sides and the included angle. I say again, sin rule, 2 sides and the included angle. So which 2 sides do I have?
5,1 and 3.6.
And the sin of the angle?
It's 35,96.
35,96. And it's always a good idea to, everything that you get, put it on your sketch. So that all that you need is there if I want to use it. And that answer there?
5,39 units squared.
Unit squared, this time I can write m squared because it is meters. If there was nothing, unit squared is fine, wake up. And if it's not necessary to write, again, if you just wrote 5,39, that would be fine. Okay, for homework, I'm saying it's the Afrikaans textbook just so that everybody that looks at the video can remember. Remember there's two textbooks in the Afrikaans textbooks, but I will give you those little photos just now, okay?